and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. I love this platform, and I hope that you've been with us all morning. We've had a couple of other shows, and so this one is Talking Heads, and I'm a Talking Heads expert, and I talk about interior design each and every week, every Thursday at 11. So put that on your calendar. And if I haven't told you who I am Cathy Fulton, and I own an interior design company called Cathy Fulton Interior Design. I know I put a lot of thought into that name. Took me forever to come up with it. But anyway, each week I focus on a different topic, a different category as far as interior design is concerned. And so this week, believe it or not, we're going to be talking about bathroom sinks and the ways that they can actually elevate your space. So um, let's get started. Um, so just a few I guess, bullet points about bathroom sinks. You know, obviously, a bathroom sink is built mainly for functionality. It's also one of the biggest visual elements and deserves plenty of design attention. So, whether you're going for a traditional or modern look, the bathroom decor you choose should also carry over into your bathroom sink design. So that's a very big clue there. There are endless styles of sinks and vanities, not to mention, there are all kinds of materials, fittings, colors, sizes, depths, and shapes to add visual interest to your space. So, whether you choose a modern floating sink, a design forward console, classic vanity, or something in between, the right sink can bring life and dimension, another key word, dimension, to your bathroom. So here we've rounded up. I think I've got about 20 different examples of bathroom sink ideas, and I think that they're pretty cool. I think you'll find some interest in them, and maybe get some ideas for your own house. And they're I would say a lot of them are sure to help you create a spa-like oasis in your own home. So whether you're looking for under sink bathroom storage, a corner sink, or grand double vanity, you're sure to find an image that inspires you. And also, um, just to help people out this go around, I thought that I would, when possible, I will let you know who the manufacturer is, and in some instances, perhaps a retailer where you can get them. So, anyway, let me show you the first example. I call it Whites on Pattern Statement. Now, this is kind of like, bam. This is a Hermes wallpaper. So you know that that's going to be real inexpensive, right? Not. It adds a fun flair to this simple vintage sink. And these types of sinks they're like all the rage now. And but they've paired it with a flanking tall mirror by Made Goods, and they're coordinated with the sconces by Urban Electric Company. Can't really see the sconces too well, but anyway, so that's one way to make a powerful statement. So next is what I refer to as wood grained elegance. Ta-da! This custom wood vanity looks more like a chest found in a living room. And it's topped with cream of Marfil marble. And this is Belgian tile accents. And it surrounds the entire wall. Now, stately white. Okay, so white, as we know, it's kind of like sugar. It's always going to be a staple in the home. And you quite frankly, you can't go wrong with a classic marble countertop and plenty of storage in a simple yet spacious vanity. Now, the sink fittings are by Waterworks. The pendant and mirror are by Joseph Malachlin, and the sconces are by Visual Comfort. I want to give a big shout out to Waterworks because here's the deal. I personally ordered a faucet from them this past winter, and they told me that it was going to take about 4 months to come in. And it did. It took every bit of 4 months. And when it did come in, it was all scratched and it was a mess. And I had lived without water in my kitchen for about 4 months. And so to say that I was upset would be an absolute understatement. Long story short, this is why I say work with them. Even though that this is something that was out of their control. They didn't make the scratches or the people that I had ordered it from, but they fixed it immediately. And so, I mean, they didn't say this was your fault or anyway. So I would say work with them. They're an awesome company. All right, so we've all seen sinks in the corner. And I really like this. I think it's beautiful. So this is a small stone basin sink and it's tucked in a powder room corner with simple wall mounted fittings above. And they paired it with a mossy wainscot paneling and terracotta abaca wall covering, which is warm and it really complements the space. And I love the pop of yellow that they used for the Roman shade. So, floating with function is our next highlight. And I love vanities like this. I just think that they're really cool. And so this wide floating sink with Callista fittings leaves plenty of room underneath for crate and barrel baskets to store towels, toiletries, and more. And the pendants above are by Circle Lighting. So his and her sinks, I think that that's always probably the best bet so that there are no arguments. Um, Kind of a vintage throwback here. And so these his and her sinks feature an elegant twist on a console with their tapered white legs and this star patterned wallpaper. So this is by Colfax and Fowler and slate flooring. It really grounds the space in what I would say captivating simplicity. So the elevated countertop. I'm a big, big fan of these types of countertops, and because it just makes it look so I don't know massive and attention catching. And um, so this has a modern white base with bathroom vanity, and it really stands out. So this copper sink is by WS Bath Collections, and the mirror is by Burden. Um, and so I don't know. Again, I think that this with the countertop is just such a great way to go. So how about some metallic shimmer? Well, who said that sinks have to be white? Now, this brass one matches its sink fittings, both by Waterworks, to add some vintage and glamour. Nice. So clearly, marble, marble everywhere. So the coordinating marble flows from the countertops and the sink to the walls and the floor for a statement. And it really makes this bathroom. So you have mirrored cabinets, which you really don't find all that often. And that really adds a modern glam with tall white marble mirrors and it which really only makes the space look grander. And the sconces and the sink fittings, again by Waterworks, play up the silver tones throughout the space. So here's one where light meets dark. So you have the wall mounted meets pedestal sink in this bathroom. And The white vanity and circular mirror pop against the dark gleam of the colon sun antique silver wallpaper. And that's a new thing too, putting wallpaper in the bathrooms versus tile everywhere. Kind of a throwback. So the good old pedestal sink. So it really doesn't get any more classic than this white pedestal sink with brass fixtures. You've also got a mix of geometric tiles, again by Waterworks, and lighting by Jam London. It just really adds to the overall vintage vibe. Or how about this standalone beauty? And this really is lovely. So you've got this marble top vanity, which really feels like a standalone piece of furniture. And you have the blue and white pottery styled with on a base, which corresponds with Portuguese tiles by NS Ceramic that line the walls. So the vanity, sink, and sconces are all restoration hardware, and the mirror is by Charles Jacobson. And just as a side note, restoration hardware, they really put out some fabulous vanities. Not inexpensive, but they're good looking. Okay, so if you're into floating vanities, I think this one gets a standing ovation. It's made out of travertine and it's by Anne Sachs. And this extends to a floating custom sink built by Sawkill Company. And this is clearly a minimalist powder room. The light fixtures, I feel pretty confident that they're by Arterior's Home, but if not, you could find something very comparable in their line. So, how about the classic console? And this is really a throwback. It's got the good old metal legs, and it just adds that vintage feel that corresponds to the bathroom's early 20th century tub and antique oak cabinet. So here we have, again, this is marble, marble, marble everywhere, but it certainly doesn't have to be white like in the previous example to feel grand. And this bold stone is it's one of my favorite bathroom design trends for 2022. I'm not so much into the colors as I love like the all white marble bathrooms with different textures and different sizes and shapes. But this tan and red veins in the slab carry over throughout the space, and it really does give it a warm and earthy vibe. And this would be a great fit for someone who doesn't particularly care for white. So bring on the black. A dark countertop and simple wood vanity in this powder room with a vintage style brass fitting, again by, you guessed it, Waterworks, contrast against the textures of an 1880s black forest carved mirror and wilderness inspired wallpaper. And again, wallpaper, wallpaper, it is everywhere. So, how about a layered gem? This modern take on a console or a console style steps up the glam with its ornate touches. The onyx countertop is by Waterworks. The sconces are by John Rosselli and Associates. The mirror is by Joseph Conrad, and the wallpaper is by Gracie. And for those of you that aren't really familiar with using onyx, there are several different colors of onyx for countertops. And the ones that are of the lighter shades, they are almost almost translucent, transparent. It's an interesting stone to use. So check it out. So this is I call it a trough they'll talk about. So, a trough sink is always a statement maker, all the more so with side mounted faucets that kind of reminiscent of garden fountains. So, I think that this would be a great idea for a powder room because people are always looking for ways to make their powder room different. Powder rooms are typically very small, so you really don't have a lot of places to use all your bells and whistles. So I think that this is a great idea, great way. So how about a little bit of glitz on glitz? Bam. Yes. And this is actually this is actually a powder room. And I mean, quite frankly, there are pedestal sinks, and then there are pedestals encased in crock and shell like incrustations. So this one was designed as an imaginative riff on the Grotto Hall in Potsdam's new palace. Wow. So there's nothing like a statement making your surroundings. So this bathroom sink vignette showcases the marble from Marmy Natural Stone that climbs from the countertop up the wall. The sink fittings are by roll, and the mirror and sconces are French antiques. So basically, what they did was they just, from the countertop, they just made it extend clearly all the way up the wall. So it looked like it was just all one piece. Now, so that's that on sinks. And so I just wanted to showcase a few vanity tables that really could be included in your bathroom and just make it, very stylish. Um, you know, I just want to show you how to create the perfect vignette with a sophisticated table and beautiful decorative accents. I mean, don't overlook the vanity table as a place to let makeup, hairpins, and other items all come together. This classic bathroom and dressing room staple can be a luxurious vignette if approached the right way. So here we go. So I just think that this is charming. You have beige lampshades and a backdrop of tan wallpaper offer depth to a classic white vanity. Um, it's paired with this beautiful floral wallpaper and this great little button up the back upholstered beige chair. And, then you throw in the little crystal sconces up above. Well, I mean, it doesn't get any more charming than that. Or how about this sophisticated vanity? You've got the mural on the wall. And I mean, it's like something found in a luxurious Hollywood home. And it's got all the little antique jewelry boxes, and it just provides a sophisticated backdrop to the vanity's gilded mirror. And then there are subtle vanity tables. So this white vanity table flawlessly blends into a spacious, chic bathroom, which is also clad in white. The gold knobs on the vanity tables are echoed by the table's gold mirror and the bathroom's tub fittings and sconces. A pop of color arrives in the powder blue mosaic floor and wall designs, creating a delicately balanced space. Or here's an idea for a casual vanity table. Um, it's just a simple vanity, and but the focal of this charming room, it's just popping against patterned wallpaper and furniture. So it just all kind of blends in. And I don't know, you really just wouldn't even know that it was there. So here's an idea for a very sturdy vanity table. It's actually a gorgeous custom white double sink vanity, and it's the perfect amount of space really anyone needs to complete their morning routine. Um, So just another idea. Or how about this extremely ornate vanity table? This creates a dreamy vignette in this New Orleans home, and it just blends modern and antique pieces to create a stunning vanity. Um, the modern sink fittings are by Growy, and the sconces, which are another modern accent, are by Restoration Hardware. So nice blend. And here's an idea for a luxurious vanity. This large vanity is the perfect way to get ready in style. The one here is custom made with gold drawer handles and a creamy white finish. It's accompanied by a soft chair by Hickory Chair. And above the vanity is an antique Venetian mirror and sconces by Thomas Grant. And it just really contributes to the overall in luxurious environment. And I believe that if you can look to the front, there's this marble tub, which who wouldn't want a marble tub? Um, and this beautiful crystal light fixture as well. So, so you got a little bonus round with the all the little vanity ideas. And so if you're looking for a really cool sink or a way to implement sinks into your space and make it interesting. Or if you're needing help figuring out a way to implement a vanity into your space, or if you just need help overall with your interior or exterior space, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm Cathy Fulton, and you can email me at cathyfulton1965 at gmail.com, or feel free to call me. I'm at 703-895-3798. And if you'd like to see some examples of my work, you can always visit my website, and that's at cathyfultoninteriordesign.com. So, listen, thank you for watching. I hope that we'll see you again next Thursday at 11 o'clock. And until then, have a great week. See ya.